Why are you not in the game yet, Catz?
I'm recovering.
There you go. Everybody here?
I want to put this on my bigger screen and cast from my bed.
Oh, me too.
That is an interesting plan.
It's the circle.
Right.
The circle of love.
Welcome back. Puck, are you in the game?
Nope.
There you
Yeah,
are.
I am.
Top right hand, top left hand location, Yellow Product player
Motherfucker.
TT1 just defeated Massa in a interesting game. His opponent in the bottom hand location is Vibe, who went for a 10 pull the last time he defeated TT1. Right? I think that I'm remembering that correctly.
Correct.
We've only had one right down game, which are games I'm uploading to YouTube at the conclusion of this battle royale, which was Vibe versus Massa on Shakuris, which is a pretty interesting game.
I didn't think so, but
I don't know. Someone in the chat told me to write it down, so I did. I usually do what the chat tells me to do,
okay.
generally. PVZ and Tiga Shipyard cross positions. No gold?
No golds.
No golds.
Hook.
What up?
How are you doing, dude?
Pretty good. Pretty good. I will be right back. 1 second.
What? Dude!
No,
I'm staying in my room. I'm staying in my room.
Alright, well call me on the phone so you're still here if you're not here.
Okay.
I'm just kidding, don't do that.
I don't get it. Okay.
Hey, I'm
So-
back.
Welcome back.
Vibe is gonna go for a hatch first. I like it. Now, will he go for a 3 hatch before pool? We are not sure yet. TT1 is gonna go for a blind nexus first one more time. Vibe is not really gonna scout it with a drone. He's scouting with an overlord. So I don't know if he's gonna be able to go for the hatch before pool. We will see. Looks like he's sending out a drone, so he might be going for a blind 3 hatch before pool. Now he is gonna see the wall pretty soon here. He sees it, and now he can definitely go for 3 hatch before pool. So
Why is TT1 laughing like an evil person?
because he thinks he just blind countered Ling Vibe. He was like he thinks, you know, last game Vibe went for a
Temple.
blind temple and killed him.
Sure.
So TT1 is like, ha ha ha, I bet you opened safe, and you know, like now you open safe and you can't kill me. But in reality, Vibe went for a 3 hatch before pool.
Yep.
Just one of my favorite openers against Brodas, and you know, his economy is gonna be sick.
So how does the queen timing work with that? Obviously they're going to be delayed a little bit, but how much do you cut drones to actually get the queens out?
You don't have to cut drones if you just make the spawning pool after making the overlord. After the overlord pops out, you make a couple of drones, and then the queens, you can make all 3 queens. But otherwise, like Vibe is doing it, he's gonna have to start cutting drones about right now if he wants to get all 3 queens at the same time. So he's not gonna be able to. He's just gonna get 2 and have to save up for a 3rd one when that hatchery is up. Also, it buys the 3rd hatchery to go up. So I'd rather have all my queens at the same time. So I like delaying the pull even a little bit.
So the inject timing is similar or whatever? Yeah.
So there's the 3rd queen going for Vibe.
Polyblocked a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Overload just popped though, so that's good. Yeah. Probably gonna get the gases after the next set of drones, I would imagine. Or right now, 1 gas. Meanwhile, TT1, 2 gases in his main base. Core, he's actually chrono boosting it, which he hasn't done in the past too much. Also chrono boosting +1. Are we gonna see?
Yeah, he's definitely doing a 2-base timing.
A 2-base gateway timing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here's a variation of shit, like with the gas that Vibe took. That means that he's not gonna be able to spend all of his larvae, so smartly dropping that creep tumor. I like to delay my gases till like 6 minutes and 30 seconds, and then I drop like. So I like what he's doing. Like, he's aware of his limitations and has clearly played around with his build enough to know that he can't spend his larva, and now he's going for that creep spread, which is also very important. And
Yeah, you got a fourth queen too. Or is that what you just said?
no, yeah,
Okay.
no, I didn't say that, but
Okay.
yeah, he did, and that's also cool.
Yeah. Nifty, nifty. How important do you think creep is relative to other matchups as far as?
It's really important against Protoss to have creep connecting your bases.
Sure.
And I mean, the more creep you can have, the better, especially against things like mortal wall-ins and stuff like that. Like, it really helps in the early game, but obviously it's a lot more negligible than in CVT because, you know, Protoss doesn't have to spend anything to clear it off later on. They just all
Observer.
servers. So yeah, it's important, and it delays a little bit, like against stuff like 2-base play, but other than that, it shouldn't be your main concern. I would rather have extra injects most of the time, unless I have an extra queen like 5 dust.
So I really don't see this pressure doing that much.
That's a lot of stalkers. That's a lot of gas investment.
Yeah, but he already has like speed almost done, so I mean
Yeah, there's 16 links on the way plus those roaches. He should pull drones.
He's kind of trapping these stalkers up here.
Yeah, maybe. So yeah, he's pulling drones really nice.
Oh
So
no.
this is really bad for TT1.
Oh no.
yeah.
I don't know what he was thinking.
Yeah, he wanted to warp in from the low ground, whatever he needed, either stalkers or assault, depending on he saw.
Losing that much gas. It's so big.
Yeah, he was really hesitant there. He should have just gone to the corner or not gone up at all. Now Vibe is in a ridiculous spot. He's really.
Looks like TT1 is just gonna do a mortal all-in from here.
Yeah, and I don't think it's gonna work. Vibe taking all
well,
his gas, so he's definitely gonna have him Source or Mutas out by the time that hits, I feel like.
Yeah.
Taking a third is so hard for TT1 though, especially after losing all those stalkers. So like, while I don't disagree with this decision, again, he's pretty far behind, so it's going to be hard to make it work. But Mortal's a good unit. Mixing in a War Prism is good as well. So we'll see. What other options do you think he has besides that?
TT1?
Yeah.
I don't know. Colossus and taking a third might be the safest thing, I think.
Gosh, but like the third timing, it has to be like now if he did that.
Yeah, but like this map is particularly like not too hard to defend your third on. I feel like, but it's also really good for like Mortal Wall-ins because like if you get up on the third and you can control that choke with like sentries and force fields, it's really like hard for the start to engage there. But you know, I don't know. Let's see what Vibe does.
He's going for Mutalisk.
Yeah. It might hit like right before Muta though.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised by the Baning Nest.
I don't.
Has he done
like
that too often? I don't think he's done that this series yet. Banelings against TT1?
No, I don't think.
This could actually be kind of a scary push.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have much rather seen Infestors.
If he had drop, I think that'd be like drop in overload speed instead of the Spire and just Lings, Banelings, and Roaches. But Ling's gonna try to go for a flank here. Vibe gonna huddle himself.
Really nice positioning here. Once he goes up that ramp, like it's so hard for Spark to engage there.
If he can make 8 mutas coming up very soon.
This is why I feel like you need Fungal though. Like one of the main reasons playing position. Yeah, see you drones. Vibe trying to go for a counterattack here. TT1 smartly warping in a sentry already and making extra cannons. So even Vibe has to realize, even if they're both on 2 base, if he can hold this attack off, he'll be just fine.
I'm really surprised that he didn't just counter with all of his roaches too.
He didn't what?
That he didn't go with his roaches, a few roaches too. Because he only had one sentry and one cannon.
Vibe coming in from every single direction. Roaches from the bottom and left. Muta's coming in as well. Ling's trying to get up close and personal. And I think Vibe is going to clean this up. That was really good play. Engaging on creep, getting a surround on every single side of the Protoss. And I think it would have been better if TT1 had... Oh, hold on.
Staying up.
Like, no, okay, clean up. Now, if TT1 had just backed up after spilling the third, would that have been better, you think?
Yeah, he should have backed up and taken his own third. But it wasn't the worst plan ever to what he did.
I don't think he had a feel for what Vibe's entire unit composition was.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like he felt like he had a timing. He was safe to go try to engage the natural, but didn't expect the mutas perhaps, didn't expect all the wings.
Yeah, he also didn't know how much he was getting counterattacked with.
Yeah.
Like,
he's investing a lot into defending that.
Yeah, Vibe is in a really good spot now.
Yep.
So that was really deceiving. Like I said, like if Vibe was able to clear that out, he would be in a spot now. So a little bit of no at TT1, but at the same time, like he didn't really know, you know, like how much Vibe was committing to the counterattack, and he didn't really know exactly what Vibe was getting. So and that was such a nice flank by Vibe and such nice play. Like he started engaging with the roaches, and then everything else showed up. It was beautiful.
Especially on creep. I guess that might stress the importance. If that creep hadn't been connected to that third, that engagement wouldn't have been near as effective. But yeah. TT1 pretty far behind here, 130 to 101 in that supply count. Morlings on the way, +1 flyer attacks as well. Looks like Vibe's gonna try to engage this. Gonna try to pick off units here and there in the middle of the map, but gonna eventually back away, trying to buy himself time. Go ahead.
I feel like this is like the only thing TT1 can really do is just all in again. Because 2 base Protoss first, 3 base, Zerg with Muta, and there's no chance of Protoss actually taking it there. It's really hard to do.
Yeah.
This map too. How far away your main is from your third? It's really. I feel like it's really hard to defend against Mutas relative to other maps.
Yeah, especially when you don't have Blink too.
Yep. Well, here we go. Vibe gonna go for the engagement. Force field's going down, trying to keep the Banelings away. Very nice force fields, but is it even gonna matter? Muta's trying to target down these stalkers. It looks like the Guardian Shield paying for itself, but I think Vibe just has too much, maybe?
It's close. Yeah, TT1 didn't really have enough solids there to deal with the Lings, which is a mistake that most Protoss make. I see actually Pook make the mistake really often.
Is that a
where
rider?
he gets what?
Is that a rider?
What mistake?
Downer?
Yeah, sure. That was a good game.
That was a good game.
Like sometimes you seem to get like locked in unit compositions, like. And then like not transition out of them or not add the right units. Like I don't know, like if you're going stalkers and they're going like Glee Infestors, sometimes you keep going stalkers, you know. And that's something that a lot of Protoss do. And it's something that like adding zealots, like it's counterintuitive, but like if you see Naniwa play, he doesn't give a shit. He might have 1,000 million gas, but he's still gonna warp in zealots if he needs zealots, you know.
Yeah.
Alright. You want to try... Should we try turning webcams back on, or should we just abandon that?
No, abandon that.
Okay. Abandon that.
I feel so alone on our little...
You're the only one anyone wants to see anyways, Axel.
Okay. Well, you're going to have to take your shirt off at 2,000 viewers, so...
Yeah, I'll take off my shirt, but it's not going to be on webcam.
Well played. Well played.